Hello, and welcome to the Evolve Leader Lunch and Launch. My name is Warren W. Patten Jr., and I am a leadership coach of Patten Entertainment. My technology support person is Jonathan Patten. I'm introducing an innovative concept for leadership development. It is called emotional evolution. So let's go right to the definition. Now, emotional evolution means using emotional intelligence, like understanding feelings and communicating well with while also being open and genuine with others. It's about building strong relationships through trust, teamwork, and connection. Emotional evolution is where the brain and the heart work together to help everyone grow emotionally, socially, and connect more deeply with one another. I put it all together with one phrase: don't forget your heart. Managers have taken courses and received the knowledge about emotional intelligence. Your employees have not. There lies the emotional gap. That's right. Now, this is a tremendous investment for organizations. Emotional intelligence has been around for more than 35 years. So let's go right to the Biology 101. Now, like I said, it's been more than 35 years, but let's talk about the biology of the human. 27 years in growth. At age 27, significant development factors include the completion of the brain's maturation, heightened cognitive control, and psychological period of major life decisions, often called the quarter life crisis. We're talking about the brain right now. Let's talk about the prefrontal cortex. This area, which controls complex decision making, planning, and impulse regulation, is one of the last to fully mature. You need to know that when you're in the workplace. Let's talk about the peak cognitive control. Studies have shown that the brain activity related to attention, focus, and cognitive control typically peaks between the ages of 27 and 36. That's a range right there. But we all know about gender differences. Some research indicates that the maturation of the frontal lobe occurs slightly earlier in females than in males. We've been told that all our lives. Little girls develop quicker than little boys. So, emotional intelligence was introduced back in 1990 and became popular in 1995. But think about this, and no answer is required right now. What is your emotional age? Not your biological age, your emotional age, based on how many emotional intelligence classes you've taken. Where are you in your emotional development? So let's go to the mindset theory. Now, the mindset theory, like I said, it's been more than 35 years in leadership development, and I think it has reached its mindset plateau. Mindset plateau. We have to evolve. It is time to evolve. So let's talk about the mindset theory. The fixed mindset. I know you're familiar with this. Managers arrive in the workplace with fixed thoughts about from their family and their home environment. Then when they get into the workplace and they take those emotional intelligence classes, we call that the growth mindset. Emotional intelligence, EI or EQ, emotional quotient. And that's the ability to understand, manage, and express your own emotions and respond to others. Pay attention to that word, your own emotions. Well, I give to you the next step in the mindset theory, the evolve mindset. And that's the emotional evolution, EEQ, emotional evolution quotient. It's where a manager uses their brain and their heart to help everyone grow emotionally and socially. That's the key. Help everyone. In the growth mindset, it's all about your own. But as you evolve, it's about helping everyone. So let me give you 3 factors about the evolved leader. Once you get to that point, And the evolved leader is not easily triggered. You know, we all have our triggers. But as an evolved leader, you have controlled that aspect. You are not easily triggered. The evolved leader addresses conflict management. They don't turn away, look the other way, hide in the office. They address conflict management. The evolved leader also neutralizes the toxic person. Oh, you know, they come to work every day, they're on time, and they like to stay late. But the evolved leader, they will neutralize the toxic person. I didn't say terminate. I didn't say fire. Oh, no, 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 no. Neutralization is what they need. Now, this is a big note that you need to know. If you are not evolved as a leader, you will default back to the fixed mindset because that's comfort, that's home. But you can't be there when you're in the workplace. So let's go to where emotions live. My phrase once again, don't forget your heart. I'm going to do a still so I can take a picture of it. The heart is where emotions live. Now, I made this a lunch and launch for a reason, because I want you to think about what you're going to do to launch the next thing to make you an evolved leader. So launch, the definition is to start or set in motion. It's like a campaign, you know, put an activity in motion. And it's all about reinventing yourself. Because I think we do that every day. But sometimes people want to stay in 2010, stay in 1990. You have to get with the plan. Time is waiting on no one. So this is my question for you. Don't answer it right now, though. What aspect, trait, strategy, or value will you launch to be an evolved leader? That is critical. So let's go to a strategy that I recommend that you do. Introducing the mirror challenge. Now, this is one thing that I did as a young professional, and I still do it to this day. Actually, did it this morning to prepare for this session. It's all about putting me first when it comes to my leadership development. I think many times people think that the company is supposed to take care of their leadership development. Oh, no, 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 no. It starts with you. What kind of leader do you want to be? And what part of the mindset theory do you want to be stuck in? Or do you want to evolve? So looking in the mirror is one of those activities that all of us have in common. And it is where evolution begins, especially if you're truthful with yourself. So let's go to one of my mirror challenges right now. You've been told by 5 or more people that you have a vulgar mouth, that you cuss everyone out in the workplace. When are you going to change? You got to stop cussing at employees like they're your children. You can't get promoted if you don't change your ways. You've been the boss for a long time. You're hiring and training people that's passing you by, all because you have a vulgar mouth. The mirror challenge. That's one of the videos that I did, and it's also on my YouTube page. If you're interested, there's a couple more, but these are the triggers. These are the things that we have to work on personally to be an evolved leader, not just a better leader, an evolved leader. And sometimes we allow those triggers, those traits, those things to hold us back while we're helping other people progress. All right, so visit my YouTube channel. We'll give you a link a little bit later. So I'd like to say, first of all, thank you so much. And I'd like to appreciate my special thanks to my technology expert, Mr. Jonathan Patten. He is working things behind the scene. Couldn't do this without him, of course. Thank you for attending the Evolve Leader. This is the first session. The second session is in preparation. We're going to be working on that, and I'll release that and let you know what date that is. And if you please, email me with your feedback and comments about this session. So my email address is on the screen. Just email me and let me know what you think, or if you have any questions, I'd appreciate it. And I will leave this session. It's kind of early because I was excited. I must have been flying, but that's okay. I'll leave this session with my phrase: don't forget your heart. Thank you for attending and have a great day.